Two aspects of climate change that directly contribute to worsening drought conditions are increasing temperatures and decreasing precipitation in dry areas. Temperatures have steadily risen and are projected to continue to rise in response to increased global greenhouse gas emissions. When we emit excess greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide or methane, we are contributing to a climate phenomenon known as the greenhouse gas effect. Greenhouse gases trap heat energy close to the Earth's surface. The higher the greenhouse gas concentration in the atmosphere, the more heat will be trapped and the warmer our planet will get, enabling more frequent and severe droughts. With climate change also comes a more unpredictable and intense hydrologic cycle, leading to severely decreased precipitation in dry areas that usually don't experience storm surge. Less precipitation means uncertainty in regards to water availability and depletion of both surface and groundwater stores, which will directly implement drought conditions over prolonged periods of time.
Drought can affect crop yields by 50%. Without water, it makes it difficult for crops to take up nutrients because water is the major medium that moves the nutrients. The lack of water causes crop sizes become smaller. Some examples of crops that are affected include grapes, almonds, and rice. Drought can also destroy crops, which will cause farmers to lose money. With not enough crops or water, farmers will need to spend more money in order to provide food and water for their animals. This can have a huge impact on the economy by causing prices to increase.
Stores are depleted through evaporation. Communities and ecosystems lose a primary and essential source of water, which we know is a necessity for all forms of life. In addition to increased evaporation due to rising temperatures, decreased precipitation means that these surface water stores are not being replenished at a sustainable rate, and so many areas are propelled into a state of drought. Another contribution to drought brought about by climate change is melting snowpack at higher elevations. In stable conditions, snowpack would melt at a slower rate, providing a prolonged release to downstream areas and giving them a reliable source of water. However, as temperatures increase, snow deposited in the winter will start to melt earlier and earlier in the year, eliminating a valuable freshwater storage mechanism.
Drought can affect groundwater resources due to less surface water being available, causing increased draw of groundwater and less recharge, causing water levels in aquifers to fall. Falling aquifer levels can lead to land subsidence if the water is overdrawn from aquifers that are highly elastic. This can lead to property damage of structures overlying these soils. In addition, overdrawing groundwater can also lead to aquifer not being able to hold as much water in the future due to the matrix of the aquifer shrinking and everything compacting.
As areas become drier, this can lead to plant death, which increases fuel for wildfires. Because of the less precipitation due to warmer temperatures, the soil grounds become drier and the weather becomes drier, which makes for wildfires to thrive. There's less surface water being replenished to the plants, which lays the foundation for these fires to flourish. Because of the stressed forest, there's faster burning and more intense burning. Within the last 20 years, associated with these higher temperatures and the highest record of drought, 20 of the largest fires in California, 15 of them have been in these last 20 years. And this has been due to California's drier summer seasons that have been lengthening due to warmer temperatures. One of the most recent fires that have been recorded to be the most massive was the Medicinal Complex fire, which was recorded on July 29, 2018, and this was the largest fire on record in the California complex history, and it burned 4 counties in the U.S. state of California. And then another fire that has been recorded to be one of the most massive in California was in the Ventura and Santa Barbara counties, and this was in December of 2017, and it forced almost over 100,000 residents to evacuate, which not only causes natural disasters to the land because of the wildfire, but also causes economic stress because of these wildfires. So because of the warmer temperatures, we're getting more drought, more fires, more evacuation, and more economic stress.
Through climate change, we see a higher intensity and frequency of weather events such as drought and storms. With these conditions, flooding becomes more of a concern. The danger of floods in dry areas is also fueled by the fact that drier soils cannot retain as much water, and when it rains on these parched soils, water is unable to infiltrate into the ground. This contributes to the intensity of floods when they do occur and higher risk of flash floods during storms.